What is going on, Mavs fans? Welcome into another episode of Mavs Latest. I, of course, am your host, Cody Brusso. On today's show, we're going to be breaking down the Mavericks versus Pelicans going on tonight, as well as what changes do you think could be happening? And are our hopes high? I know mine are after the last game. So we're going to be talking about that. High hopes coming up next. Welcome in, Mavs fans. This one's going to be a quick one, but we're going to be getting into Pelicans versus Mavs tonight. And thank you to the Hornets. I did not want to be the team to give up the only win to the Pelicans, letting them, break that streak. Kills me that we are one of the only teams to allow the Wizards to beat us. But Pelicans got their first win against the Hornets, so we don't have to worry about being the team that gave up that. What we do have to worry about is right now they actually outscore us statistically. We're the 30th ranked team offensively for points per game. They're the 29th. We average 107.3 while they average 108.9. So they do have a better average than us. But some of these stats that I want to look at for us is right now we sit at fourth in pace of the game, 103.71. Now the problem is we're the league low in shot attempts. Now, I know you're thinking, but wait, Cody, you just said we're fourth in pace. We're pushing the pace. But for some reason, our guys aren't creating. We're not putting up shots. We're push the pace, come down, try and get into a half court without a point guard, or we come down and we turn it over. We don't, we know we're, unfortunately, I think we're one of the mid to lower ends on turnovers per games. I know we're 27th ranked in how many steals we get. But the Mavs only attempt 84 field goals per game. So we're definitely struggling in that department. Luckily, the Pelicans only attempt 88. So again, we are two lower end teams, and we're two lower end teams for a reason. But the Pelicans, of course, they have Zion Williams now. He is back. They have the pieces. We're just hoping that they don't put them together against us. Our saving grace, though, and I will wholeheartedly admit that I looked at our game against OKC. I thought it was a honeypot game. The Pacers, honeypot game. Our game against the Spurs, we got blown out. Our game against the Pistons, we let the Pistons off the hook. We've had 5 terribly rated offensive games, some decent rated defensive games, and then 2 great defensive, now 3 great defensive rated games. 2 of those I thought were going to be honeypot games. But again, the game against the Rockets has given me so much hope. You start looking at some of these defensive numbers and you think, this is what this team was built to do. We just need to get it together on the other end of the floor. The ranking for 3-pointers made against the Mavericks. We are first. Only 10 threes against us. We are third in 3-point attempts. We only allow 31 3-pointers attempt against us. The 3-point percentage, we are 5th at 33%. Now, grand total, the free throws, we are 6th at 18 made, and free throws attempted, we're 17. So we're fouling guys that can't make it, if that makes sense. Hopefully this is some smart fouling, because 68% free throw percentage against us. So we're first in the league in that. But again, we're giving up, 26.6, 27 free throws per game. So that's 17th. That puts us right in the middle of the pack. I don't know if you want to call that smart fouling and the people that were fouling can't make the free throw shot, or if we're just happen to be getting lucky and Lady Luck trying to give us a little something. But that could be something that we look at later down the line. Again, small sample size. We're only 7 games into the season, but so far, ball going our way on free throws. Now, the one big thing that we've been saying, I've been saying it, you guys have been saying it, a lot of people out have been saying it. The point flag, unfortunately, it's just not working. When you look at the plus minus of this team, when you start looking at the lineups that actually produce offensively for this team, and it all points to one glaring fact, and that's this team works better when there's a point guard out on the floor. Now, I don't know who's got something on Jason Kidd, because the only thing I can think is somebody's blackmailing him and making him not play a point guard with this team. That's the only thing I can think. D'Angelo Russell leads the team pretty steadily, a plus 31 plus minus. And again, we've talked about it before. His facilitation, yeah, you have to deal with D'Lo doing D'Lo things. But his assist per game, 6 assists per game, leads this team in the assist average. And we're talking about a guy that's 4th or 5th in total minutes played, because again, those first couple of games, we didn't see D'Lo play very much. And I think a telling sign, I guess you could say, is when Jason Kidd was asked after the Rockets game about why Cooper Flagg wasn't so involved in the second half. He talked about how PJ Washington was, hot. He was shooting the ball. The ball was going to PJ more. And he said, and D'Lo had the ball. Well, yeah, D'Lo's a point guard. He's going to have the ball. Your offense looked better with D'Lo out there facilitating the ball. The stats show that with D'Lo out there facilitating the ball. And it almost sounded like it was a slight at D'Lo. It was like, yeah, PJ Washington was shooting. He was on one. The ball was choosing him. And the other guy, he had the ball. D'Lo is ball hogging. That's kind of the way I took it. And I almost wonder, was Jason Kidd against the Mavericks signing D'Angelo Russell? Was he not a D'Lo guy, and this was just kind of forced on him? And that's why we didn't see D'Lo play very much at the start of the season. And even now, he won't start D'Lo. Or maybe he just is 100% in on the fact that he can turn Cooper Flagg into the next Giannis. Not 100% sure. Something that, unfortunately, we're going to have to keep asking ourselves almost every time there's a game is, will we finally see a point guard start at point guard? Because the no point guard lineups are the worst offensive rated lineups for this Mavericks team. Stats show it. Your eyes when you're watching the game show it. And Jason Kidd is right there courtside. So I don't know why he doesn't see it. Maybe he sees something in practice that he's just like, man, if we could just do this in a game. I'm not sure. I mean, if that's the case, I wish he needs to come out and just be blunt and tell us. But we know that's not Jason Kidd. We've had him for a coach for a while now. He ain't going to tell us everything. He'll lie to us a little bit if he needs to. And that's just the way Jason Kidd is as a coach. But that's who we got. That's who we're rolling with. Again, nothing we can do. We're just the fans. So all we can do is root on the players that are out there. And that's what we're going to continue to do. So let's go, Mavs. Hopefully they'll pick up the win against the Pelicans. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But hey, it's another day, another chance for us to watch Maverick basketball, and hopefully a chance for the Mavericks to pick that offensive rating up while still continuing with that defensive pressure that we loved to see versus the Rockets. I'll see y'all after the game. Peace.